Don't dismiss the Xiaopeng G6 as just another Chinese EV. This electric mid-size crossover is one of the most sophisticated and best value options in the Tesla Model Y segment, especially in this usefully updated form, and an outstanding effort in a class where some rivals are still struggling to find the sweet spot. In short, it's certainly worth a look. My name is Jonathan Crouch. I've been testing cars for over 40 years. You'll find them all on the Car and Driving app. Here, I'm going to try and tell you everything that you really need to know about this car in a way you'll find nowhere else. You probably won't choose a G6 just because of how it looks, but there's nothing to repel you here either. Now, not much has changed as part of this update around what Xiaopeng calls this car's bold robotic face. Smarter front lights have shifted the badge position, while at the side the wheel arches have become color-coded, and at the back a rear diffuser sits below a small ducktail spoiler. As before, the shape is slightly more coupe-SUV than most of its rivals and broadly replicates the mid-size crossover dimensions of the Tesla Model Y, whose sales it wants to replicate. Inside, well, it's all quite nice in a modern Tesla kind of way, with a general lack of buttons and what Xiaopeng calls a nebula-inspired cabin architecture, incorporating ambient starlight accents and wood-grain dashboard design with layered geometric trim. As part of this update, the dashboard has been subtly redesigned, and there are more small but significant changes too, like the redesigned four-way adjustable heated steering wheel, via which you can quickly access frequently used features. Someone who owned the original version of this model would notice a materials upgrade, particularly around the A-pillar and the bits you touch. Plus, the ambient lighting now runs right across the dashboard into the doors. There's a new 9-inch digital rearview mirror, and the front seats, which already heated and cooled you, now feature adjustable lumbar support and massaging features. Perhaps more significantly, the landscape-orientated 15.6-inch X-Smart OS central monitor has gained updated software and is now easier to use, with much more intuitive Hey Xiaopeng voice control. Thanks to a 2.89-meter wheelbase length, it feels very spacious in the back, the airy feeling helped by the standard-fit panoramic glass roof. That wheelbase length is exactly the same as you get in a Tesla Model Y, which surely can't be coincidental, so two 6-footers can be seated behind a couple of lanky front seat occupants. What about luggage space? Well, the powered tailgate rises to reveal a wide opening with a low loading lip and a decent 571-litre capacity. Plus, beneath the thick square of carpet that lies on top of the cargo base, there's some underfloor stowage space for the charging leads, which is just as well because there's unfortunately no underbonnet front compartment for those charging leads, like Tesla and others provide in this segment. As before with this G6, there's an advanced 800-volt SEPA 2.0 charging infrastructure. Other brands like Tesla are still stuck with old-tech 400-volt systems. DC charging speeds are rated at up to 362 kilowatts for the standard range version. DC charging speeds are rated at up to 451 kilowatts for the two 80.8 kilowatt-hour models. That's a big increase on the maximum 280 kilowatt DC charging figure the G6 managed in its original form, which means that the car can now charge from 10 to 80% in 12 minutes, 8 minutes quicker than before, making this improved G6 the fastest charging EV in its segment, though to some extent the increased 451 kilowatt figure is of limited benefit as the UK public infrastructure currently tops out at 350 kilowatts. Still, the 800-volt setup means that the car can use the latest ultra-rapid chargers that are springing up all over Europe. An ex-Tesla owner, though, might miss the lack of access to the American brand's wonderful supercharger network. As for AC charging from home, well, with the standard range version, a full 7.4 kilowatt wall box charge would need 10 hours 30 minutes. It'd be 7 hours 30 minutes if you can use a 3-phase 11 kilowatt supply. With the 80.8 kilowatt hour G6 models, a full 7.4 kilowatt wall box AC charge would need 14 hours, or 9 hours 30 minutes if you can use a 3-phase 11 kilowatt supply. There's real substance here, as you would expect from a car made by a company with an R&D department accounting for over 40% of its 15,000 strong workforce. If you've ever wondered why cars in the Tesla Model Y segment can't charge faster, be better equipped, or be more affordable, this Xiaopeng G6 is for you, especially in this updated form. Unlike that Tesla, it won't frustrate you with the lack of an instrument cluster and mandatory heavy regen braking, and there are no expensive options to add either. True, you might wish for more involving driving dynamics, easier to use screen functions, or less derivative styling. But if you can live with all these things, there's now even more to like here. Some Chinese car makers are going to stand the test of time in our market, and if it keeps producing products like this G6, Xiaopeng will be one of them.